Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing another long play video where we'll be working on the main street area of downtown in my save file. Please don't mind the way that I sound. I had the flu for 6 days and I'm still kind of coming out of it, so I do sound a little bit sick still. But yeah, we'll be doing this today. As usual, I'm gonna put as many photos of what I'm doing as I can on screen so you guys can follow along if you want to also build something like this. This is really not a very difficult build until you get into the details. It's like the shell itself is pretty easy to do, so I think this is gonna go smoothly. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna blame it entirely on me being sick and not actually on my building abilities. So yeah, I do actually have a picture that I need to actually get up before I even start building, so because I have built this before, I just decided that I would start over so that you guys can see every step of the way. I think that this is another one of those builds that's very intimidating for people when they're trying to recreate it or just make it themselves, because it seems a lot more complicated than it actually is. But it is really, really simple. It's just a bunch of boxes. So yeah, hopefully I can make this actually look good because my reference picture isn't that great. So my idea for this area is just a bunch of shops to fill up the space. I do really enjoy, I don't like having my Sims home a lot when I play my game, so it's really important to me to have as many different like recreational activities and stuff for them as I can possibly get. And in this area, I have been really wanting to do like a comic book store, like a cinema, and a few other things, like a, what else was I gonna do? I think like a thrift store, a cafe, like a pizza shop, a record store. Just stuff that I'll actually use, and businesses and hobbies definitely made that a lot more exciting than it used to be. Before, it was definitely a lot more irritating to deal with. You really kind of just had to pick whatever lot you wanted the most, and then everything else had to be non-functional essentially, or not function as well as it should have. Okay. Alright, so here's my thing with this is, with this lot being so big, I don't think I need to really pull so much back. Like, I don't think it really needs to be super long as much as I think the side should be filled in. So I am debating on whether we should do the road trick again and maybe place like a custom road in here. But the problem with this area is that it's so like this. Like, what is, like, I hate this red road with the tram lines, and this is gonna be like impossible to cover up just because of this stuff. So I don't know if it will be possible to put a road in here without it just looking really weird with the rest of the area, unless we maybe paste it all the way across here. I think that could maybe work, but then, I mean, we can definitely try and do that, but then it'll be intersecting a little bit on top of this lot. So I was thinking either we like toolmod some debug buildings in between to connect these, so it's like one long street across here, and then on this side I guess we'll do like we'll break it up a little bit, or we can do, yeah, like we can do more shop fronts along the side, that way it's like kind of, and then the back I guess we can make like a trucks, I don't know, we could figure something with the back, but yeah, I'm not totally set on anything yet, so we will see what I end up deciding to do. But yeah, I thought I'd just give you guys a really quick rundown of my thought process and what I'm thinking there. Also, don't mind if there's weird flickering happening. I keep having to tab out to open my pictures, so there might be a little bit of adjusting with the screen. So we've got to do I do want like the end one to be the smaller one. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, they're all short walls. And then, I mean, I guess we could do instead of, I am kind of like thinking of I know that technically in the game we do actually have thrift stores. So I want to make a thrift store, but it wouldn't be functional, I don't think. Because can someone let me know if, hold on. Is it possible with the businesses and hobbies pack to have, like, if I make this say a bar, can I also have different like businesses on the lot, or does it have to be that it's a small business venue? Because I'm thinking a middle building, one that would be really cute is like a thrift store, like an old, I'm thinking like in Australia, like the Salvation Army. I'm sure you guys have that in different countries too, but like we call it salvos, like a salvos is what I'm thinking of doing in the middle here. And then we'd have like the comic book store, and I'd probably break these into one. But yeah, that's my thought process right now. We could do like, I don't know, we'll see what I end up thinking about. Just because I was just gonna do a thrift store separate because of the, like I said, because if you do it on a small business venue, obviously it's not gonna work like an actual thrift store because of the fact that it's not. But I've never actually even played with that, so I don't even know what it's like, so it could be really bad. Obviously we could also do just like a grocery store or something. I'm just thinking like the small lower store would be something like that. I do also want to do some like housing above these. I don't know how small town America that is. Oops, I don't, yeah, but I thought it would be fun to do that. Right, this one actually. Okay, she's looking a little dodgy right now. We're gonna throw in some like details and stuff, and then hopefully that will give me a better sense of what everything should be and what I want everything to look like. So okay, start with doors. Yo, what do you mean? Okay. I hate when it says that. It's just like so random. And it's like what kind of door a comic book store would have. I have no idea. Probably not that. I feel like I want one of those like old kind of. But I still want it to be a glass door. I just think the ones I have don't really. I mean, I guess that one's kind of okay. Yeah. Alright, let's do some windows. I do have a very specific idea for the windows, so it's like shop front windows. I can find them. Here we go. Okay, here we're gonna have size problems now. That doesn't fit correctly. And this one doesn't either. Okay. Alright, let's see. Well, in that case, I think that I just make that bigger by 1. Yeah. Okay. Maybe just like that's fine. I'm being so unintentionally quiet right now. I'm sorry, I'm just really focused on trying to figure out what I want this to look like. Okay. Alright, that's not bad. Let's put some brick down. That way I can get a better sense of what everything's gonna look like. Okay. All right. I'm just not sure what I want each of these to be. It's like I have my ideas. I just don't know which is best suited to which, if that makes sense. Like some of them could be a few different things. These two obviously look like separate buildings, but to me they look like they should be the same. I don't know, I have to look at pictures I have going on. Right. I think in the meantime, let's just try and figure out the height. Alright, let's do this one tall. Oh no, let's do this one actually quite short, I think. Alright, that's normal. Okay. I can't tell if this looks horrible or not. I think maybe if we did select hello. Oh, that's not working. Okay, I still have a lot of broken things in my game. Okay, I do like this brick more though, I'll tell you that. Maybe if we do just brick on that one. I mean, I don't really want everything to feel super like it's all like really blended in together. So I don't need necessarily everything to be completely like matched, but I do prefer everything looking like this. So when it comes to these ones, I just don't know if I want this to be like the same building. Like a little grocery store is what I'm thinking. That's clearly like not even though. I wasn't gonna do that here. I was gonna do like a separate one. I mean, we could do two. Like, what's the harm in that? You know, what's the harm in having two grocery stores? I'm just not sure. Queen of Uncertainty. That does look better than it did before. I'll say that. Okay, if we might have to try tool modding some things around before we commit to whether we want to do this as like a like this or whether we want to pull it out a bit more. This, I think, would be the comic book store. I don't know what this would be just because it's so small. But yeah, we could probably make that a little bit wider. Just because this middle one, I'm like, I wasn't intending on doing a little grocery store in here, but I feel like I have to do that now because of the way that that is. I mean, I guess I could still do this as like the thrift. It could just have to be bigger. But again, I could just make it smaller, like a smaller thrift. Well, I'm gonna have that problem where it's like, oh, this game is so annoying. Okay. All right, that's how wide that's gonna be. So then this can be. Okay, no, that looks awful. Maybe we should do this like one back instead. Yeah, that looks better, like that. I'm just thinking of these as like the display windows, so they need to have like a little bit of space between them to actually set them up as like windows. And this obviously needs to get extended again. Okay, so the two end ones are basically identical. How can I make them look different? That's what I meant when I said this is like not a difficult build to do, it's just like really tedious. I guess we could do like different windows. I actually don't know if I hate that or not. I may actually despise how this looks. Okay, well that does make it look different, but now I hate this one, so I feel like I'm gonna make them identical again. If I'm being honest. I guess I could just do... That makes it feel like a Western, or low-key, like... that makes it feel like we're literally in a cowboy movie. And low-key so does that, but that's also distinct and different, so let me just get my pictures again. I mean, I can do like different colored windows for this end one because like these kinds of buildings, they don't always have the same exact colored windows and everything, and I might actually just make the roof different, like I might just make this like shorter. Look really short. Oh, okay. That was weird. And maybe we'll do just instead of that, maybe we'll just do like a different brick. Well, not that one. That one's ugly. But like, looks. I mean, I guess like that adds a little variation. There you go. That looks different. How's that? Isn't that so much better? And now we can make this look better too. Okay. Should we do... Yeah, why not? Maybe we should just do that with all the doors. Okay, now I don't remember what door I had. That's not good. I feel like it makes it look more natural this way. I don't know why. I don't... The pictures I'm looking at don't even really have them like this. I just think it looks less... I know, because the walls don't have, like... When you place it like this, the wall just has no dimension, so the door just kind of, like, is sticking out in a weird way, whereas when you have it like this, I don't know, I think it just adds a little bit of something. Now, how close do I realistically want this? Maybe like that. So, I am probably gonna have to go into start tool modding things just to figure out whether I want to do more on the side, because right now I'm thinking we can do a comic book store like here, and this, or this could be the record store actually, and this could be the comic book store, and then this would be like a little salvos, like thrift, like mini thrift store, and not like a cute like aesthetic antique situation. I'm saying it's gonna be, you know, like just like the Australian salvos, and like anyone from Australia knows what an Australian thrift store is like. It's not, there's nothing good there. It's like, I don't know, sequin, a bright cyan sequin top, you know, it's not nice. And then this one, I'm thinking like I do want to do like a postal service, so like a mail place, but I also want to do a pizza shop, and I just don't know if this here should be that or if it should be something else. So I am kind of leaning towards it being the postal shop, and then we'll do like the cinema and pizza shop over here. But then again, the cinema might be so big that it only gets to be on one lot, and I could do a pizza shop on the side, so we could do like a kind of an L shape here. But that again depends on how, if I put a road down, how that looks. So yeah, I'm just gonna save really quickly, and I don't know, because there's so many things that I feel like a downtown area would naturally have, so I really want to make sure that we're optimizing where everything goes, if that makes sense. You guys know what I mean? And we're not just putting one thing there because we feel like it, and I want it to actually look good and make sense. I also know that some of the we have some debug items to make the roofs look a bit more dynamic, because a lot of like these kinds of buildings, they have these weird rooftops that are kind of different shapes, and I want to do that, but I don't know what the roof parts are called. And it would take me a minute probably to find them. Anyway, let's look at the road parts. I think I know who has made them, but I also don't remember. It's been a while. It's been like, I don't even know how long since I last used the road pieces. It might honestly overlap so much that it won't fit in here, which will be disappointing, but let's see. Not this one, it needs to be like, I mean, it's not that big actually. I mean, it does overlap quite a bit. We'd be losing like a decent chunk of this lot. I mean, even then it doesn't line up correctly with the road. can always size it down a little bit, but yeah, we'd lose like, I mean, I guess it would be okay if we did the lot over here facing this way as well, but I just don't know if I want to do it like that. Let's see. Where's my pavement? It's under stone. Hello? Oh, I'm under, oh my god, why am I under hide maxis? How long has that been like that for? What was I doing last where I was trying to make that happen? Okay. So now the pavement just sticks out though. So actually I wonder if there's like a road piece that doesn't have this pavement on the side. Because that would be a lot more convenient for me. Oh, that has like that. What's parking lot texture? I mean, this does. So I guess I'll use that. Sorry, this is like a lot of meticulous clicking around. I mean, does that look weird though? Can I like lower it? I mean, it looks fine. I just think it... Hey, that looks okay actually. If we put some like detailing along the side, it could definitely look like an actual street. Obviously, what the fuck are we gonna do about I don't know what we're gonna do here. We won't think about that. That's how I feel about like all the custom streets I try to build in this game. I'm just like, why am I doing this? Why am I making a whole fake street? Like, I'm just making my life so much harder, like so much worse than it like ever needs to be. But I try not to think about it too much because, you know, why think about it when I cannot think about it? Okay, so with that in mind, this building, I think we could like, should we make this like a corner building then instead of like what it is? Or should we leave it? I don't know. We could, what I'm thinking is we could do like oh, okay, we need to do like one more, I think. do like this. And then I think it attaches better to the idea of doing more over here. Like it looks a little bit better that way. But now we have this problem again where it's like the walls. Oh, it's so ridiculous. There's way too many things to think about in doing this. All right, so I either need to make this shorter or I wish this would just like fit the right way. We could do another door, I guess. But then like what, you know, why do that? What purpose is doing another door serve? I don't know, let's see. I mean, that doesn't really do much, to be honest. Oh, sorry, I have a cardboard box under my feet right now and I accidentally crushed it a little bit. Don't worry about that. Okay, we can make it shorter, I suppose, from this side, but then I'm gonna have issues with these again. Okay, what if we just... This is definitely, I think, where the record store should go. Okay, but that doesn't solve. I do think it looks better as a corner store. That is definitely very cute. And then, right, what buildings we want? So if this is the record store, this is, what did I say this was going to be? The comic book store. This is the thrift store. This is a postal service. Then we'll do like the pizza shop over here. So don't know realistically how big this one should be. Because it's a pizza shop. I don't know. I just want to fix this issue I'm having around the front of the building. I don't know how to fix this without messing up my window situation again for the billionth time. Okay, let's just not think about it. Alright, let's just not think about it. Okay. Pizza shop. What else could we do? I guess we could do like a cafe. Although we could do the movie theater literally just right here. And then something else on this side. But I do think the movie theater is gonna take up a lot of space. And that is gonna make it so much harder for us to fit anything else in. Alright, and this is either gonna be... Okay, we can either do one big or one small, although I think... Regardless, I think I'm gonna mirror what I did with that other one around the side. Okay. Alright, cute. We are making progress. Okay, I think you guys are gonna have to give me ideas for what to do for these two shops here. One of them is a lot smaller, and then this can either be, honestly, this can either be one big one or one small one. I don't really know whether I should do it as a big one or a small one. I do think we could do like a mini grocery store in here, like a mini just like a small one, you know, like a fruit and veg place. And then we'll do a bigger one somewhere else. I think that could be fine. Obviously, if you think that's a stupid idea, then tell me, and I won't do it. But I think it'll be okay to do that. Again, I'm sorry if I'm like weirdly quiet. I know I usually am like talking everybody's ear off in my videos, but because I've been sick, I'm just feeling a little bit more ponderous, just keeping my thoughts to myself. I also haven't done a long play in so long now. I really don't even remember how I used to what I used to talk about in my videos. It's been ages. So let's see. I don't like that shade. I think even with this one, maybe if I literally just change the windows, I can fix the problem I'm having with it by just making it wider. Because the problem I'm having is literally just caused by the fact that the windows don't fit. And also this door is possibly gonna be uneven now, maybe not. Is that uneven or is that even? Let me just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's uneven. Oh god, that's so annoying. Okay. So what, we just do the door like that? I guess. I don't want to do it like that. Is there not like a bigger version of the window I'm using? Well, I guess not. We could do a barber's actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I have a lot of shops I want to do there. I want to do like clothing stores, like furniture stores, all those kinds of things, because I have personally never played with anything like that in The Sims 4. I know that you could go clothes shopping in The Sims 2, and honestly, that sounds like so much fun. I wish that that was something that, like a level of realism that they thought to bring back to The Sims 4. It's never gonna happen, honestly. I think that I've been hearing rumors that The Sims 4's like last expansion pack is coming out soon, so I think all opportunities to have anything fun like that is just like dead and gone. Like it just isn't gonna happen, which is a real tragedy, because I just think that would have been. I just think that it's such an oversight by EA to just not do something like that. We don't even have that in The Sims 3. Of course, I don't doubt modders that one day that's something that would be a possibility. And of course, I also think that we are probably going to see that in like games like Paralives, which are coming out. So this one is just kind of ugly as hell. Like, how do I make you look good? I don't think I can, girl. Like, I'm sorry. I do like a different color brick. I mean, hey, what the hell? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, okay, whatever. That looks so stupid. Maybe I do it like black? I mean, I guess. I still think this end one is like so ugly, but that's like the best I can do with it. And then we've got this side, which is what it is. I just want this to be extended. Maybe I should do different windows for this one as well. I just don't think it looks right with it being so out like that. I also should pull this back. But yeah, clothing stores, furniture stores, pet stores would be so much fun. I think Sims 3 sort of... No, I'm actually literally thinking of The Sims 4 still. Not Sims 3. Why was I gonna say Sims 3 had a pet store? I don't think that they did. And these are such common things. I don't know why we haven't gotten them. It's just like, like it's a pet store. And it's 2026, of course. So, yeah, never happening. What window do I even pick? This is the biggest problem I have. It's picking a freaking window. What's like a window for like a grocery store? I need like a reference picture for what a like the outside of a grocery store looks like, because apparently I just don't know. Grocery store outside, I guess. Show me what it looks like. Okay, well, I'm actually seeing a convenience store that's like attached to a set of buildings, like what I'm doing right now. It does look very different to what I'm doing though. Seriously, if anyone has any ideas other than a grocery store for what to put here, please let me know. We could do a florist. I'm looking this. Well, we could, but the small one next to it is what I can make the florist. I also really want to have an office building, like an office space. So, I mean, I could just do that instead of a grocery store. But then this whole thing would be that, I think. Unless I do like a really tiny office space. No, I think I'll just have to do the office space somewhere else. Okay, what kind of windows? Nobody's really cluing me into what kind of windows to do, so let's just do what feels right. No, not you, because you're made of wood. Didn't like one of the packs, what was it? Get to business or whatever. I don't know, the one that gave us like a bunch of business stuff. Is it Get to Work? Where you can make your own like retail store, and then they gave us businesses and hobbies and wanted to act like we never had the ability to own a business in the first place, because oh, now you can do it in a different way. So what happened to those then? What happened? Okay. How do we all feel about that? Please let me know. How do we feel about like the choice of buildings as they are currently? We've got like mini little grocery store. It's probably going to be a bit longer than this, so if I'm being honest, I'll probably do it like at least like that. It could honestly be shorter though. We'll see how I go. And then we've got a. I want to do this as a florist. I don't know. It might turn into a cafe or something like that. Would a small? No, I'm about to say, would a small town have a cafe? Yes, they would. But I feel like if I make the downtown too like bougie, she's gonna start to feel less small town and more like you know. And granted, I did always intend on doing like the downtown area, maybe. All right, I've looked at pictures. I think I know some custom content that I can install that would allow me to make like the theater sign, you know, that like sign, the old movie theater sign that hangs above movie theaters, I guess. I don't have it right now, and I don't want to put it in my game right now because I don't want to have to exit out and open it again. But I think I know what, and that's going to make my life a lot easier when it comes to doing this. As for the rest, I think I'm going to do like a little, another little diner space, maybe I'll change like, because we're not doing the pizza shop on the other side, so we're doing like another little diner pizza shop space, and then maybe we'll just do like another random little empty corner store so you guys can throw whatever you want in there, or I'll put something in, I don't know. Either way, I think we're just gonna do that. So yeah, let's have a look. So I think it should have like a, I actually have a creator whose build I might use as a reference for how to do the exterior of this, just because they, I think, have built this in The Sims 3. Yeah, although I do like the shape of theirs a lot more than I like the shape of mine. Okay. Alright, maybe I'll just do whatever. And never mind. Okay. May also end up needing to move it over a bit because it might need to be a lot wider than this, I think. No, that's fine. I just won't be able to do my like weird little garbage area. Okay. Windows. Which windows? For now, we might just do the storefront windows. And then we'll do different ones later when I figure out what ones would look better. I can even find them. Oh, here we go. Because I don't think these make sense. We'll also do like just 2. I know they're old theaters as well. They'd have like that ticket booth guy at the front. Like literally just some guy standing there minding a random ticket booth, and that's where you'd buy tickets from. But I don't think we're going to do anything that's like that old. Okay. So should be those like double push doors, right? I do have a very specific look in mind. Unfortunately, I don't think anyone has made anything like what I'm thinking of. Like this needs glass on it. Like this is kind of close. This is just too fancy. Maybe made the handles look normal and got rid of some of the weird detailing. This is also close, but like it's definitely made for a house, and you can tell. I don't want to use that one because it just doesn't fit. And I guess I could do this one, but it's got a handle. Okay. Actually, I do think I could... I think there needs to be pillars. Like on either side of these. Yeah, that makes more sense to me. Okay. I'm gonna have to extend this again. Alright. I like the brick I use over there. I think that would suit it really well, but I also know that movie theaters usually have like a weird red brick situation. So we could also do that. I don't know, this depends on like what the just what vibe we want to do for it. I've never been to an old movie theater before. I've only ever been to like modern movie theaters. So I for one have zero clue what I'm doing. I don't think this needs to be in the middle one, to be honest, because that's like where the sign is supposed to go. Okay, I don't know why my game started infinite saving when I tried to save on this lot. It was scary, but thankfully I always save my lots before I try and like actually save, because my game hates me and it will give me the infinite save bug every single day of my life if I'm not careful enough. But because it did that, I had to reopen the game, and I figured I would just literally download the movie theater thing that I found. I don't think it's the right piece I'm looking for. I think I'm thinking of something else. But I'm just gonna use it for the time being and see if it looks okay. But I do need to sort out the other side of the building as well. I'm just trying not to think about it. I think it was by Ravisheen. But I swear I'm thinking of the one that came with a different pack. We'll see if I can find it. This might even like be too wide of a doorway. It might be like a debug item, the other one that I'm thinking of. Oh no, this is it. Well, this is like... that fits perfectly. I don't think we need the other one. That literally fits so perfectly on top of the things I have here. These windows don't look right at all though. These windows look ridiculous like that, but okay. That's fine. Let's do the... okay, so this is working now. I don't know why it was like bugging out like crazy before. I might have to do them really tall though. It's like one off. Okay. I guess then we would do some windows on the top level. Just like regular windows. Yeah. Obviously, I'd like it if this was like big enough to... I mean... That's like huge. Okay, that's massive. I wish it was big enough to fit across the whole thing like that. But that's obviously not going to work. But then I feel like it looks better like that. It's just that this is so big. Imagine you see that from far away. That's terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying. Maybe I can just scale it up like a little bit. Or is that still way too freaking big? I don't know, maybe someone can make like a version of it without this like big sign. Like this sign is fine. I don't mind the big sign. I just think that I want to have this bit be bigger than it is. So yeah, I guess for now we'll just keep it the size the game wants it to be, which is the size that it is. Now, I do know this movie theater looks awful right now, guys, so nobody say that it looks really bad, because I know it does. I'm far more confident in what's happening across like the other side of the street than I am on what's happening over here, because I didn't have plans for this today. And I do really need to figure out these bottom windows, I think. Just because they aren't making sense. Maybe this should be like that as well. Maybe we should just... I was going to do it as wood. Because I felt like it looked better as wood, but... I don't know, now that I think about it now, I'm like, I think it needs to be like... not wood. Also, if you're this far into the video, I was gonna start talking about how often I get asked when the save file is coming out, but then I was like, what is the point in talking about this like an hour into a video that most people aren't gonna fully sit through? But I'm gonna talk about it anyway. I don't know when it's coming out. I originally intended on having this save file like ready to be released, I think like honestly by either the end of last year or the beginning of this year, and then of course a million things got in the way of that, and that did not end up happening. So I still get asked that occasionally, and for anyone still watching, that's your answer. I have no idea when I'm gonna get this save file done. I'm kind of just taking it at my own pace, like very slow and steady, because I will get burnt out very, very easily if I just go at it too hard and too fast. I know what I'm like. And I don't really get bored of The Sims as much as I just get burnt out in it. If I'm spending like every single day in the game, I do eventually get a little bit like stir crazy and tired. But I do always just still find it fun. It's hard to stay motivated and like it's hard to stay wanting to do things. I don't like how this looks. This like top area. I want to do it really tall, but I just think it looks stupid. So maybe I just need to do it smaller. But the save file is going to get released one day. I just can't give anyone any kind of date anymore. I honestly think it's going to take me like another year to do it. So I hope everyone's excited to sit with me for like another year whilst I do this. That's going to be so much fun. Because it's a lot of work. It's so much work. Maybe it will get done sooner and it'll be like, you know, like a version of the save file gets released a lot quicker than I think it's going to be. Yeah, I really can't make any kind of promises though. Oh my god, why is all my stuff broken? It's like the DXL update broke so much custom content in my game ages ago. And it's my fault because I changed over. I changed things around. And that's why it's all not working. And I just procrastinate fixing it. I know there's like an actual fix you can do. Like, what is it? It's like through whatever it's called. And I just don't have the patience to do that. I tried doing it one time and it was looking like it was going to take a really long time. And I don't think I can sit through that. This actually looks so much cuter with the black on the bottom. Okay, now we're gonna think about this. I wasn't gonna do it 2-story, but I kind of want to now. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, we could make this an apartment. But is that me steering too far away from like the small town vibes? Am I getting into like I'm doing too much like bougie like city stuff? I have no idea. I might be doing a little bit too much with that. Okay. Okay, what was I gonna do with this one? I was gonna try and make like a... I guess I could... Okay, I'm either going to do this whole building as a office space, or I'm going to do it as like two separate stores, which was what I was originally going to do. And one of them I'll make like a little diner, or I can make it like one big little diner. One big little diner, like that makes sense. Okay. That's a nice window, actually. Okay, where's the one I'm looking for again? Last I checked, it was down here somewhere. There we go. Oops. Okay. Why is that even like that? Okay, I wish we could do shorter walls. Like, I want the walls for the theater to be bigger, but I want the walls for this side to not be as big. Like, I don't need them to be that big. You know what I mean? Like, this does not need to be this tall. It's a little bit like, it's a little bit too much. But I can't do much about it. Okay. Let's do another double door for this one. Although I think that I have it at 3 tile, which is not gonna fit a double door. I also don't want to do that one. And that is an archway. I think this is what I was thinking of when I was thinking about the theater doors. Obviously this is a weird... That's so annoying. Why does the green not have that and every other swatch seems to? Oh, whatever. This game is just... I'm so excited to actually do the interiors of these. I will probably make videos on some of them. Not all of them though, because it's going to be really tedious, and I know I have like a million other builds that I need to get around to completing that I have not completed or like even come close to completing. My thought process really with the YouTube channel is just trying to keep as much original content about the save file out as I can. I don't want to be constantly making videos where I'm just doing like the same build over and over and over again just because of how long it would take me. So a lot of the builds that I've shared on the channel are either still works in progress or I've completed them, I just haven't shared anything else about them. Because I'm not going to dedicate like every single video to showing a build that I've done. Okay, what am I looking for? I think this whole video has just been me picking windows and doors. Okay, maybe we will just do the one that I said I wasn't going to do. Or like, let's just do this one. That's way too small though. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this here. I also don't like the random empty space at the back. So maybe I should make this wider. Looks like that's what we're gonna do. Okay. I don't really know if I want to do this as like a second story. What I might do is I might do like half walls. So this looks like real, but it's not. Like I'll do them tall enough that they can have windows. But I'm not going to do it as like a real thing. Because I don't like that it's so basically the same height as this one. It really is annoying me. I'll do it like that. Maybe, I don't know, I feel like that movie looks a little bit weird now. Hmm. Maybe it's just like the pillar that looks a little bit strange. See, I can't make this smaller. It has to be the same size as the walls I have over here, and that's just so frustrating. I don't know why we wouldn't have the option to do like different sized walls on the same lot, even if they're touching. I think that that's a huge oversight by EA. I mean, it might cause issues with like roofing in some areas, but I think for the most part it wouldn't be that big of a deal if they just let us have that. Okay. This bit here is really annoying, so I might even cover up this with like... Oh, it's not gonna let me do that, right? Okay. So... I feel like that looks really bad. Okay. Maybe we should do it like... Oh my god, I got so scared. I thought it removed like my whole roof thing. I don't know, do you guys think it looks better like being where both sets of walls are like level 2, or should we do it as just level 1 on the bottom? Because I think this looks fine. Like even with this being a problem here, I can get taller windows. Not that one, that's way too fancy. Oh my god, that's too wide. Hello? Well, I could eventually get taller windows, basically. But this one, I just think looks so awkward as like a 2-story or like a level 2 wall. I think that looks really strange like that. Because this is like part here, I just can't cover that up. And then I don't really have any windows that fit the like second level here. Alright, maybe I will leave that part for now and just try not to think about it. And then this part here obviously is... It is what it is. I really don't know what to make this building. I think this one is probably what I would turn into the like little restaurant. Obviously it's not the right length, it's still like one off from what it should be. Yeah. I think we can definitely make this feel like very small town-esque. I just don't know what the hell to do to do with this. I just think it looks so weird. I guess we can make it like a 1-story, but then I feel like this whole side looks a little bit strange. Okay, maybe we'll just do... okay, that's not the right color. I really don't know. And you can't even put windows above windows. Can you? Did they fix that? Oh wait, you can. Okay. I still have like literally no idea what on earth that little building would even be, and I do think this looks a little bit strange. Like here. So maybe then I should just do this as like the second story. But then, okay, this is why I didn't want to do this front one as the short one, because then I have this like open space on it, and I just always think that looks really, really strange. Like, I think just having that like that makes it look really odd. But I can't think of another way to do this. Like, I think it looks really, like, even worse just having it be like a long open space on the side. Okay. I'm not gonna fiddle with this forever though. You guys let me know what you think of the shape of this one. I think it's a little bit weird. Maybe we should have done everything facing, like having the theater face sideways, but I just prefer having it look like actually facing out to like the actual street and not facing the fake road I've put in. But I don't know, maybe it would look better facing the other way. I also think it's going to be easier for me to actually do the theater having all this space, but then these two buildings on the side do feel a little bit like, what the hell do I do with you? So yeah, let me check the time and see how much, if we have time to actually decorate the interior of any of these. All right, I think we have some time to keep going with this build. I'm gonna work on this end of it, and I'm gonna probably try and do the record store just because I think that would be the most interesting, but we might end up just going back and forth through a few of the different shops just to figure out what we want to do. I do have like an idea for this. I do want it to look quite nice and cozy, but I also don't want it to look super like well put together, like I guess like an inner city record store would look. I also would like to do a bookstore too in this area. I have way too many ideas for what I want to do. So yeah, maybe we'll change it up again. I did make it slightly bigger off camera really quick, just because I went to have dinner and now I'm back and I decided that it needed to be slightly bigger. This is a little off now, but I will fix that. Yeah, I don't have like a singular picture that I'm looking at. I have a few different things up, but yeah, I think we could do 2 floors, but I don't know if I want to. I think I prefer the idea of like the upstairs kind of just being for like decorative purposes. I'm gonna fix this, guys, don't worry about that. It's a little bit ugly up there. Yeah, let's put down some flooring and let's get some lighting actually before anyone freaks out about the fact that there's no light in here. Okay, now I'm probably gonna do like the classic just like wood paneling in here. That's cute. Yeah. I think like maybe if anything we'll do like just have it be like 2 stories. Obviously this is gonna be weird. I mean, sorry, not have it be 2 stories. Have the walls be like really tall, like this. And then I think with that we can then do like really tall ceiling lights. I never use different kinds of like ceiling lights, so these are the ones that are designed to like be up high, I think, because they're so the way that they are. Okay. Okay, well we can deal with that when we come to it. How about that? How about that? Oh, it just replaced my paint on the outside. Why did it do that? Okay, that's better. All right. Okay, I know I have like a few sets that could work really well in a record store. I just want to make sure that I know exactly what I want the inside to look like before I start doing anything. But knowing me, that's not going to happen. We're going to end up changing it quite a lot. Yeah, like I have the record store stuff by similar. So this set is so good. I love when people make sets for community lots. I always feel like we need more stuff for like just out of the home. I think there's a lot of custom content for your Sims house, but not a lot for stuff that's like out of the house, and it's hard to find. Okay, that's not gonna fit on that side, but that's okay. Maybe we'll just do 3. That one's gonna go straight through the wall, so that's annoying. Maybe we'll have to get rid of one or like move it over, because I think that's what I did here, where it's like that. Okay. Alright, let me just look for a picture. I have so many open right now, but none of them are exactly like, none of them really quite look the way that I'm envisioning in my head right now. Like when I wanted to do a blockbusters, like old home video store, but there's just no custom content to recreate something like that in the game. Nobody's thought to do that, and I think that's such an oversight. That could be so much fun to have in your game. The only thing I could find was a literal blockbusters mod which let you like rent movies, and I thought that was so cool. But as far as like DVD displays, even stuff like a music store, there's just not much in the way of that with like custom content. Maybe like if we were still in the early 2000s, we'd have something like that, but yeah. Okay, these are kind of like a bit more... The photos I'm finding are a bit more on like the grungy side, and I'm looking for something that's just a bit more like warm and kind of hipstery, I guess. A little... Okay, we will just experiment a little bit with how we want to do this. So I'm thinking... As far as like the counter goes, we could do like a very basic setup with the counter, though I don't really know where to put it. I don't even know what counter to pick either. It needs to be like an island, to be fair. I should look at like record stores that other people have done to give myself a good idea of how to convert this to The Sims. But I haven't, so we're winging it. All right, so let's say I was thinking. I was honestly initially thinking of putting it like here. But I don't know if that's like a weird place to put it. So then I was thinking just now in my head, we could put it like here and then sort of do it like that. I don't know. Is that weird too? I just feel like maybe having it placed like this would help it to feel just a little bit more... That's not even round. Why is there a round option if it's not actually gonna be round? Okay, whatever. That would help it to feel just a little bit more like a focus point. But I don't know if that feels strange too. But I definitely want it to be that your Sims can come here and actually purchase things, so we do need a counter. Maybe I should do... Also, I'm kind of embarrassed right now because my boyfriend's home and I think he can probably hear me talking to myself, and that's a little bit embarrassing. He left the room to go watch Grey's Anatomy after we had dinner. So I hope that he's watching Grey's Anatomy right now and he's not like secretly sat outside the door listening to me. Not that I think he would do that. I'm just like, you know, what if he did? Is that like a weird layout? Really, I don't know. I think that's a bit closer. I feel feel like that's like fine, laying it out like this. I would prefer if it felt more like aisles though, that you had to walk down. Just don't know if that's possible. Let me like look on Pinterest, like Sims 4 record store. It's actually not that many. There's a lot of like custom content for records, so it's like a whole thing. It's very popular among people. I personally don't own any records, so I don't want to say I don't get the hype, because I do. They're very pretty, and also it's like a, you know, old type of media. I love collecting CDs and DVDs, so I love, you know, I also love physical media, just maybe not the same as everyone else. Yeah, sorry for all the pauses, guys. I really like should have picked out photos earlier, but I wasn't planning on doing this, so I did not. You know, maybe we'll just wing it. Maybe we should just like wing it and we'll figure it out, you know? I don't feel confident in my counter situation. I just don't think that having it be such like I don't know, I felt like maybe making it the focal point was like a good idea, but now I'm like, oh, I don't know, this feels a little bit awkward and weird. I think it might be better to do something more interesting with this corner and put it over here, like I originally was thinking. But then I'm also like, I don't know, I think it might look weird. Just like having it there. Actually, I should look at like just a record store counter. Or I should see if there's like a record store near me and then go look in it and see what it looks like. That would be a good idea. I don't know if I live near any though. Okay, all right, whatever. Whatever, I don't know. Cause should I do it like I don't think there's enough room to do 3. It might have to be by 2. I do want people to actually be able to walk in here. as that's like a good layout. Like that's fine. Of course the counter space just looks really awkward over here. I don't know how to rectify that. Like I don't know how to make that look less kind of thrown in. I think it just feels very thrown in there. Even like the entry feels very, I don't know, I like having that like that, but I think that it's kind of awkward with the door. I don't know if like you just like kind of, I don't know, with how much foot traffic there would be, I think you'd very easily get annoyed by that. Maybe I can... I don't know if that makes that better or worse. I don't want to just do it without one there though. Okay, maybe we can do some other different display here that won't take up as much space. And, you know, then it won't feel as, you know, awkward. I hate that this is all that shows up when I look up record, because I know that I have way more stuff oriented to this and it's going to be so much harder to find. Okay. Let's try these. Okay, yeah, doing that makes it feel less like an obstruction, like when you walk in, it doesn't feel so crazy. I really hate this counter situation. I think it looks so strange. I think it should be like a corner thing. That's fine. It's just that one looks really weird. And I wish we had like something different, like a different kind of countertop that we could use, because the one that we have in game, I mean, for like shops and stuff, because I feel like what we've got just looks, it doesn't work. Like we need a proper shop counter. Okay, let's see. gonna have to place this together really weirdly. I think, just to get it to work. Okay, so I don't know how much better that looks. I think that still looks pretty bad. But you know what? I'm not going to think about the counter right now. You guys can let me know where you think the counter should go. Whether you think I should do it like, I don't know, in this corner, or if I should do like that corner thing I was doing. Or maybe just like put it here as like a long, because I guess what we could do instead is just these don't always need to be closed in, because that's not really how they do that at all shops. I always just like to have them closed off so that it doesn't feel like it's just a random thing. But I guess we could do it like this instead. Why is that like partly... Why did that stick out like that? Why does it stick out? That's so strange. I don't understand. I'm going to lose my mind. Well, yeah, we could do it like this, but then this is off center. This isn't even centered, mind you. Okay, well, whatever. That's the best I can think of right now. Okay. I'm gonna pause really quickly because I need to think about the layout of this, and I want to change the layout again, but I don't want this part of the video to be just me doing it over and over and over again. I think I have a better idea for it, so you will see that in 1 second while I change it. Okay, now this doesn't look as nice, I think, as the other way does, but it does make more sense to me to do it this way. I feel like the way that it was before, it just didn't flow as well with like the way that you'd enter the store and everything. Although I'm not sure about this anymore. So kind of I'm thinking we'll just do like maybe 2 here. I don't know, we'll see if we can fit this. Whoops. Oh my god, I just deleted the floor. Fuck my life. Okay. Okay, so the only problem with this is the counter is like going to get in the way. So I don't really know what to do about that. But I will maybe just leave this empty. And actually, now that I think about it, maybe we should do, here I go again, do it sideways this time. Or is that gonna look a little bit strange? I mean, because this will fill it. The space, I mean. But it just might also look really weird. Oops. Okay, if I were to walk in here. I mean, yeah, I guess that would be fine. I just think with this building being on like this angle, it makes it so much harder to think about the way that everything should be laid out. But like, I guess for now that could be. Ooh, oh my god, this is really good morning lighting. That would look so good in the morning. Slay. Okay. Let's see what else I've got. Like, even though I'm not 100% happy with this, I think that for the moment we'll just leave it the way that it is. Let's put in some signs. Let's go back to the pictures I have. So we definitely want to put like posters and records and stuff on the walls. Just get all of these out. I mean, this will be like the shop sign, I guess. Unless it's like a variation of this. It's ooh, okay, there are. Ooh, okay, I don't know. I mean, I like this one because it's actually got the record display on it, but I just don't like that it has, it's pink. So maybe I'll do that one just for the moment. And we can probably put that like along the back. Also, there's not gonna be a staff room, but I still want it to look like there is one. So I'm gonna put like a door here and a door here, and then I will cover this when it comes to like the other buildings. I will figure that out, so don't worry about that. Okay, here's what I was thinking of, like the actual shelving. Just get these out the way. Cute. I love these little signs. I'm gonna have to tool them though, I think, unless they'll sit the way that I want them to, but I don't think they're going to, because like they're so little. I actually don't even know what oh, these ones are. Okay. I was gonna say I don't know what record's supposed to sit in these, but I guess these sit fine. This will actually make my life so much easier if I just do this in like the order it goes in, I think. That way everything can look full and like different, or as different as I can get it, given I'm only gonna have so many swatches and I have like a million of these bins to fill out. Like, how soothing is this? And how entertaining is this to watch right now? I provide riveting content on YouTube. I'm so glad most of you, or a lot of you, just watch my videos to fall asleep. Because then I don't actually have to worry about being entertaining. I can just do whatever. Okay, but that's kind of... I have way too many to do, but this is going well. It's going better than I expected it to. Oh, this one doesn't fit in these for some reason. Oh, why? Oh yeah, I don't think any of these fit actually. What are these ones even for? These ones are by similar, so whoops. I might need to get some. Hopefully this person has more of those. What is this? That is literally invisible. Okay. Like the fact that none of these actually will. Well, actually, this one kind of does. So that's okay. But oh yes, and here's like the little sign. I could put one inside too, or a few. Let's see. If I look up vinyl, there might be something else. Okay, yeah, we've got some more stuff. Not that much though, which is still disappointing. Some of them are going to intersect with each other as well, I think. Oh god, that's so irritating. Okay, let's do the middle ones because I know I definitely want these ones here. Like that one goes straight through the actual thing. Okay. Just trying to think of like, because I don't want to spend the whole time just putting records in for you guys to watch me do that. So I want to see what other like store like stuff I can put in that will actually be entertaining to watch. I know I want to put in some cardboard boxes and some like crates and stuff, because that makes sense to me. I could use this as well. We put like these along here. instead of these, maybe? Hmm. Oh, cute. Just put that there. No reason to worry about that. Don't worry about that. Is this like just bar signs? Because I think this would be handy to put like up here if it was not a bar sign. Just pretend that says something else because I really like the look of that. I think I probably have some different ones there actually, now that I'm looking. Maybe this one. Hmm. Okay, these are like sale signs, so I do want some of these. Oh my god, there's a trolley. Yeah, someone could totally have brought a shopping cart in here. Let's do it. It says grocery store on it, but I love that. Maybe they're using it to unpack some stuff at the back. I don't know. I'm getting a little bit too like enthusiastic about that. These will work well in here. Maybe like size it down. Yeah, that's cute. Well, that's an ATM. We could put that somewhere else on the outside, not on the inside. Oh, that's a dance studio sign. You could definitely have like baskets available though. Okay. See, like crates. Okay, I like this. And that. Then I have all of these. That's why I wanted to do like a table. I wanted to do a table here so I could put some of these crates on them. I just couldn't decide on what kind of table I wanted to do. Like whether we want to make it look kind of Oh, I think this could work. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking of that to put like these, but in their like plastic crates. That could look cool. Now I have, oh god, I hate when it does this. I don't know where these are actually. Oh cute. Record. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. Should we do like some kind of seating situation in here? Or is that not really the vibe? I don't know, I was just thinking we could do something like that. Or we could just leave it, I don't know. Just don't know where we would even put that. I guess we could do something like this. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not in here. I feel like maybe a bookstore would. But maybe not a record store. Maybe they'd have some stools or something, but not something like a Not really any seats. Yeah. Okay, I don't think we have much time for me to do like fully decorate this or do much else with it today. I do actually have to go to bed because I have work tomorrow. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this off here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I will try to get back to doing this build again sometime within the week or the next week so that we can see what progress we make on this building. Of course, if everyone is interested, I will continue to work on this downtown area. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.